Hey BFF, welcome back to my channel. I'm Christina, your virtual BFF, here with a story on helping you hack your mindset. I'm gonna tell you how a $100 bill and a trip to Bali, Indonesia helps me become a real life millionaire. So grab a pen and paper, have a seat, take some notes. I want you to implement this in your life right now. Let's go.
Cut carbs, cut sugar, fat turns to ketones. More benefits like energy, more focus like a free throw. Cut carbs, cut sugar, fat turns to ketones. I'm losing weight and feeling great since I switched to keto.
Hey.
Okay, so about 4 years ago, my life looked really different. I had just quit my job working at a bar, had absolutely no backup plans. I literally don't even know how I was able to do that. And in the process of me trying to figure out where I am in life and what I want to do next, I had the opportunity to go to Bali with a friend. And in Bali, something truly magical happened. So I'm going to take you backwards so I can take you forward in your life. So when I arrived in Bali after a very long journey there, all through China, Hong Kong, having to get a new passport because I'd left with less than 6 months of expiration on my passport, went through all these loopholes to basically just arrive to Bali, Indonesia. It literally felt like 3 to 4 days before we were actually on Bali soil. When we finally arrived, I was so overjoyed and so happy to be there that I could literally probably kiss the ground.
Land! We call it land!
So I remember waking up on the first day at the villa and then, wanting to go explore, not having any rupiah, that's Balinese money, and then knowing that I had to go exchange the money. So I wanted to exchange $100 at a time. Back then, I was very careful with my spendings because I didn't have an income. I was living off of my savings essentially. So I only had a couple $100s to spend in Bali the week that I was there. So I was gonna exchange it $100 at a time to make sure that I could keep my money safe and didn't splurge and spend it on stuff I didn't need. So I wake up in Bali and decide to go exchange my $100 bill for rupiah so I can go explore and have some fun in Bali while I'm there. So I go into a money exchange place, right? And I'm giving him my $100 and I'm just so excited. So he takes some time to count up the money and then he comes back to me with a big stack, this thick. And it's so colorful. It's like every color of the rainbow. And I fan it out and I'm like, wow, oh my gosh, there's so much of it, right? And he goes on to tell me that I'm holding currently in my hands 1.3 million rupiah. And I literally just froze because right then in that moment, my brain didn't understand that it wasn't a million US. All I knew and all my brain and my body felt at that moment was that in my hands, I had a million in currency. I had a million in currency. And I just freaked out because to me, it had shifted my perspective of how I perceive wealth and abundance and money. And let me explain to you why. So your brain doesn't know what's real or not.
Is this real life?
So me giving him $100 and receiving 1.3 million rupiah literally made my brain light up like a freaking Christmas tree. Because here I am, never in a million years did I think I was gonna be a millionaire on my trip to Bali. And literally it just blew me away because back then, immediately I was like, holy, I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I'm a Bali millionaire. So I was literally so excited. I went back to the villa. I remember spreading out that money by the poolside and just taking photos of it and just being like, oh my gosh, I'm a Bali millionaire. I'm a Bali millionaire. And then I dropped the Bali and I just started saying millionaire. My brain and body felt it because in fact, with my own 2 eyes, I could see that I had a stack of money and it was over $1 million in a currency. And that just blew my mind. So that is a great way to hack your mindset. Because oftentimes, we think of $1 million US as this big unattainable number and you're like, I wonder how I would ever be able to generate that kind of money. But if you just go to a currency exchange place and you just exchange your $100 US into a different currency and you're able to have a stack of money, real money that can be exchanged for goods or services that is equivalent to $1 million in whatever currency, your brain doesn't understand the difference. You know what I'm saying? So that is my little hack for you guys on how you can easily have a paradigm shift and be able to free your mind and yourself from these limitations in this box that we live in of how we're supposed to arrive there, and it being this big, massive jump, right? So here's where the story gets really, really good. So as I'm having like the best day of my life, I realized that completely shifted my mindset permanently for good. And upon coming home, it was a different level of awareness. And it wasn't long after that I was presented with an opportunity that in fact did make me a real life millionaire. So from end of November 2016, that's when I went to Bali, February 7th, 2017, literally I had an opportunity manifested into my life that is a vehicle that I used to roll my wealth well into the multi-millions, and within a very short amount of time. I think from the time that I went to Bali, less than a year after that, I literally was already a real life millionaire. So it's so wild to me because, you know, again, did I think that, you know, going on a trip to Bali with a couple $100s in my wallet was going to eventually lead me to having a paradigm shift over currency and money and attracting abundance, to then having an opportunity, a vehicle manifested itself into my life that allowed me to actually become a real life US dollar millionaire. So that's my short and quick and sweet little video for you guys today. I really hope that you have fun practicing this. You can go and exchange your money into different currencies, and just having that paradigm shift. You know, affirmations are so important. Speaking out loud, feeling it in your body, seeing it with your own eyes. I even have this prop money here. This is a real $100 bill. This is not, I got this on Amazon. It's just prop money. But having even these things around your house, I used to put these all over my walls just so I could feel abundant. I always have a $100 bill in my wallet, just so I can feel like I'm never really stranded. I've always got cash on me if I need it for an emergency, and it just makes you feel abundant, like you've got something with you at all times. You've got something in your pocket. So biohacking your mind. It's so difficult sometimes to get rid of limiting beliefs we have around money or how it's gonna manifest into our lives. But when you find little tips and tricks that help you switch your paradigm shifts, it allows you to get into alignment and be able to arrive wherever you're trying to go so much faster because of that 2-degree shift in your perception of reality. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that, and I hope to see you next time. Be sure to subscribe and then follow me on IG. I always show up on my stories every single day showing you exactly how to hack your mindset, how to tap into manifestation, how to be a good steward of your wealth. So check it out at XRYSTINA, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.